Hi everyone, Mrs. Carol here. So if you're watching this video but you haven't done the note-taking for line variation and the types of lines, please go back to the previous video and make sure you take these notes. This activity I'm going to have you do is to practice using line variation in a drawing, and understanding how lines can vary is definitely going to help you do a good job with your still life drawing. So we have already, or you should have, thought about what your still life is going to be, drawn it out. I didn't draw shadows or anything yet, but before I have you guys actually start filling in the shading and working on this drawing, this artwork, I really want you guys to have a few more skill building activities. We've already learned about value and shading with smooth blended tones, but this activity is going to use line variation. So grab a pen or a pencil, and what you're going to do is you're going to take a line for a walk. I would put music on, maybe. There we go. So once you fill the whole space and you have something drawn out, just a simple line, we're going to work back into this work and start developing it. Now I have one that I'm working on that I did in today with my students. And we did this live, and they kind of turned into like little bugs, so I kind of went with it, but it's definitely more abstract. So I'll put that one aside and work on that, we spent about a half hour, just so you know. I did this twice, so this would be about an hour or so. Well, probably not even an hour. Probably, it was 2 half-hour sessions, but I was helping other students here and there, so maybe I spent 40 minutes on it. So I'm going to show you just a couple things, but then let you guys get started on it. So I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to think like what you have here and what you could do. You could think about maybe start by thickening some lines. And I wouldn't work just in one isolated area. I would skip around. So you could decide like, all right, I'm gonna kind of work in this area. There's really not one right or wrong way to do this, but I do want you to think about, am I varying my lines? Do I have a nice variety? Do I have thick lines? Do I have thin lines? How can I create visual interest in my design? You can always like come back to something. You can add color to this if you want later. I'm kind of just keeping mine black and white, keeping it simple. So honestly, I'm not going to have you watch me draw for 20 minutes. Maybe I'll work on this during, the next few sessions when students are drawing. But, as you develop this and you're thinking, it's going to become really interesting. And I don't want you to like throw it in the garbage and just keep starting over. I really want you to just persevere, stretch your imagination, explore possibilities. Don't overthink it too much. Just kind of do something called like automatic drawing. Automatic drawing is where you just kind of let your hand go you know, and evolve. You don't need to overthink things, but I want you to consider when you're drawing having maybe your notes. My notes are in front of me, right? So I can say, oh yeah, wait a minute, let me add some cross hatching. That's a good idea. I don't like that there, but that's okay. Maybe if I would like it if I repeat it on the other side. Make it look kind of like a grassy area, like a leaf or something in nature. You can add more lines if you need to. This kind of looks like a map to me. Okay. So again, I have some stippling, I did some hatching, a little bit of cross hatching, probably want to do some more. I'm thinking about adding some thicker lines to really stand out. You want to think about creating maybe an emphasis or a focal point using a strong line somewhere in the work. All right, well, have fun with this. Spend like a half hour or so, and like I said, I spent maybe about 40 minutes on this here and there, but I'm gonna keep going. Don't be afraid to, you know, I kind of drew over lines that I had. It's just use your imagination and have fun and practice using lines to create a drawing. If you like want to mix media, you totally can. I'm gonna keep going with my pen. I'm just using a drawing pen here. And I'm gonna keep going till I feel like I've done enough with this. And then I might do like a little bit of pencil on top. I'm not sure if it's gonna be regular pencil or colored pencil. Those are decisions that I can make, you know, later on. I'm not gonna stress over that. I'm just gonna kind of have fun and enjoy the process. And I hope you do too, and have a good experience and make an artwork that you really like.